The video you're about to watch is yet again another failure. And if stealth campers are honest, they will know that, 9 times out of 10 you can go out and try and do a stealth camp and things won't pan out. You have to change your original stealth camp whilst you're out, or you simply just have to come home because it hasn't panned out the way you wanted it to pan out. And that's exactly what happened to me last night. So I intended to go up to Lineker reservoirs and do a stealth camp up at the third reservoir. And when I got up there, the wood that I intended to go and camp in had been turned into a nature reserve. Now, there was a sign put up, you'll see it in the video. There was a sign put up saying that there were now wild ground nesting birds in that wood. And that period where the wood had been closed off was now from, I think it was the 2nd of March until the 31st of August. Now, I wasn't going to go in a wood and disturb probably what could be endangered species of birds. So I knocked it on the head. I walked around in the woods for about 3 hours looking for an alternative camping spot. But after we've had the recent snow and the recent rain, the whole place was just a bog. And there were no other alternatives to camp. And I was way out. It wasn't like I could just go to another campsite and do another stealth camp somewhere else. It would mean me having to walk all the way back, which was about 7.5 miles, which I did. I walked 7.5 miles back and then go out and try and find another stealth camping spot at 11 o'clock at night, which just wasn't going to happen. So that's why it failed. And like I said, I think it's important that, I show my failures on this channel, be open and honest about it, and say things just didn't pan out. And it's like I say this in the video, it's okay to fail. It really is. I think it just makes it more human, and it just shows you that, mistakes happen, and you just have to keep going out and just trying until it works out, till you get things right. Anyway, enjoy the video. Hello everybody. So tonight I'm going to be doing another stealth camp. This time we're heading towards Lineker and camping next to a reservoir. There's actually 3 reservoirs there. There's a little one, a medium-sized one, and a big one, the third reservoir. Just look at this. That's the Chesterfield Observatory telescope. It's called the Barnett's Observatory. I'll bring you back in a bit. So something else that happened recently was that my channel passed the 100 subscriber mark. I believe at the minute I'm on 104 subscribers. So I want to thank everybody for watching my videos. For everybody that subscribed to my channel and watches my videos, I really appreciate it. I really do. It's great having lots of people coming along for the adventure now. I mean, in the beginning, it was like I was talking to nobody, but now it feels like I'm actually talking to people. Like I've got a crowd that I'm talking to, which is awesome. And you're all along with me. You're all here with me on the adventure, all 104 of you on this on this hike. My legs are hurting me now. This is the first real camp hike that I've done since I messed my feet up, and they are starting to give me a bit of trouble now, but push through the pain and move on. Hey, so yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching my videos, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really helps me with the algorithm, helps this channel grow and helps my audience grow, so I can bring more people along on these adventures. Nice ball. Right, so at the minute, trying to navigate around an absolute nightmare. It's that time of night when branches start to become invisible and you've like got to be really paying attention to where you're going, because otherwise you're going to be in a world of hurt. Let's try this way. This way looks okay. So go down this way, down there. It's an absolute swamp, an absolute total swamp. It's been we've had a few good weeks of heavy rain, and it's turned all the tracks to like just unwalkable really in places. We'll see what it's like up here. If it's really bad, I'm going to turn back and go another way that I know. But at the minute it doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to try and stay out of this absolute... Yeah, I'm not going down there. I'm going across there. Better to get a little bit muddy now than try and go through that swamp down there. Anyway, I'm going to bring you back in a bit when I've navigated this, because I'm not going to do this one hand. Right, got to try not to go arse over tit as I go down this hill here. If you see the camera fly up in the air, you know what's happened. Oh, that's not too bad. That's a little bit of... Just got to be careful where the boggy bits are and try and get up this hill as fast as I can. Get out those boggy bits. This way. Head that way. Over there. Oh. Starting to regret coming this way. Jesus Christ, it's an absolute mess down here. I'll have to just try and tread on the brambles for a bit of traction and try not to get in the mud. That's ripping my legs apart, but there you go. It wouldn't be a camping trip without me ripping my legs apart. I'll go this way, I'm not going that way. That's mental. This way around here, through here. When I get up here, I'm going to tie my shoelaces because they've come undone. Great. Try and get a move on. Starting to lose the light big time, as you can see from the camera. It looks fairly light on here, and that's because I've got night mode on the camera. But in reality, I am losing light very, very quickly. Very quickly. Jesus Christ. Seriously. It's like running the gauntlet down here at the minute. Everything's just trying to trip me up or kill me at the minute. As you can see, it's going to be hard going. Nice little river though. Awesome little river. I know I'm moaning a bit, but time's getting on and I want to get there to the campsite. I really want to try and get there before it went dark, but I'm not getting around that way. That's not happening at all. Try and get down this bit and go that way over there if I can. Shit. That was fucking deep. That was very deep. Right. Thing is, in summer, this track down here is a lovely little track to walk on. But in winter, it's an absolute nightmare. It's a shame they just can't, like, make a proper path out of it and put a gravel path going through it right up to Lineker, because it'd make going a hell of a lot easier than walking through a swamp and trying not to slip on your arse every 5 seconds. But hey ho, it's great. I'm in the woods, can hear the birds chirping, and chill out, Dave. Chill out, relax, relax. That's what I keep trying to tell myself. Relax, relax. You're in the woods. Relax. Just try not to die. Yeah, this is what's going to slow me down a lot. Is walking on this path, and it's starting to rain again. And I really want to get into Lineker, get up to my campsite, and get set up. So my setup is, I got a really cheap hammock off of Amazon, and to be honest with you, it's not been that bad. It's not been a bad little hammock. I've used it quite a few times now. I just bought the, as you've probably seen in recent videos, I just bought a one tigress under blanket, under quilt for it. And that's what I'm going to be trying out tonight. I haven't brought a sleeping bag with me. I've just got a fleece liner. And to be honest with you, it's not that bad. It's about 10 degrees at the minute. And according to the weather forecast, it's not give it to get below, much below 6 degrees, which isn't that bad. Well, and when I say 6 degrees, I mean 6 degrees centigrade, not Fahrenheit. To my American and Canadian friends that may be watching, do it in Celsius on this channel. Not having a dig, guys, not having a dig. But yeah, this is a nice little spot down here. I want to stop look, but I want to keep going. I'll turn the camera and I'll show you. Birds are really going for it. Proper going for it tonight. Go over this bit here. Trying to avoid all the really shitty bits. I'm gonna have to get my head torch on a bit because I'm really losing the light. You can hardly see me on the camera now. It's getting on for 7:30, so it's getting around about the time when the sun's setting. In fact, it's already gone down. It's more or less dusk now. I'll be honest with you guys. I had a bit of a head wobble because of my post-traumatic stress. Sometimes I get indecisive. I think, right, I'm going to go and do something, and then I start procrastinating about whether I'm going to go or not, or what I'm going to do. I packed my bag about 5 or 6 times, packed it, then unpacked it, and then thought, sorry, I'm not going. And then it's all down to a matter of just pushing myself to do things. It really is, because sometimes I could, if I didn't have the drive to go out, I would just quite happily just stay in the house and do nothing. And that's got to change. It really has got to change. It's not good. It's like, well, it's obviously it's depression, and it just creeps up at any point, and it just hits you. And it's frustrating itself because you want to get out and do things, and then your mind's like throwing curveballs at you and throwing obstacles in your way and saying to you, I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out now. Stuff it. I'm not going out. I'm not doing it. My legs are hurting me. Or I try to come up with excuses in my own mind about why I shouldn't do things. And that's why it's really important for me to self-motivate and just give my head a slap and just say, no, I'm going to go and do it. I'm going to go out and do it. And that's what I did tonight. I even got out and I was halfway and I was thinking about turning around and going home. And you've just got to combat that in your own mind. And I know a lot of people go through that out there. And it's just having the mindset to get through it and just having a strong mind. And I hate it. And I'm sure you people do as well that have got depression or anything like that, when people just say to you, oh, just snap out of it. Just snap out of it. You know, it's like, and then you think to yourself, well, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of just snapping out of it? You know, those sorts of people are just really annoying when they tell people with depression or post-traumatic stress just to snap out of it. Because you can't. Until you've got it and you know what it's like. You know, you don't know what people like myself and others go through. It's hard sometimes. And my partner will back me up on this. When you know, I have mood swings. I have mood swings all the time. And you know, one minute I'm happy, next minute I don't know how I feel. Sometimes I just feel numb and I don't feel anything at all. It's like I said, it's a demon that you carry with you for your whole life once you've got it, and it's how you fight it and how you get through it. With me, it's just one day at a time and just pushing myself to do things that I don't want to do. And this is going to be an absolute nightmare. Holy crap. You probably can't see that, but that is an absolute swamp down there. I've got no idea how I'm going to get through that. Right guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you here for a bit, and I'll bring you back in a bit when I've navigated this. It's all fun though, isn't it? It's all fun and games. See you in a bit guys. Probably can't see me too well guys. I'm actually in the middle of Lineker, and as you can hear, the water is really flowing. I can't show you too much because I haven't got the night vision camera out yet. I'm saving that for later. But yeah, I'm in Lineker, getting there slowly but surely. The last bit, there's no way on earth that I'm going to go through that way tomorrow on the way back. It was an absolute nightmare. It was just a bog, and I couldn't film anything because I had to have both hands steady myself going through it. It was a nightmare. Fun, but it was a nightmare. I'll bring you back when I'm at the campsite. That's better, isn't it? I actually see you better when I do that with my hand. Hi. Right guys, this is where I've got to be extremely stealthy now around here. You can just make out a light there, and that's where the ranger lives, in that house. He's just turned his lights out. He's actually walking around at the minute. I can see his torch. His torch is there. You can just see his torch in the trees. So those two lights up there, that's the actual ranger station, and his house is down there. They can see the light walking around there. It's just faint in the trees over there. So it's light discipline from now on, walking around here, so I won't be using my head torch or anything until I get past this reservoir, which is the first reservoir. You can't see it because it's too dark, but trust me, it's there. So I'm going to make my way away. There's a range station, and don't know what he's doing. He's got his torch on. Right, I'll bring you back on at the campsite. Alright, there he is again guys. You can see the light in the woods. I think that's just a light in the house. I think he was actually shining a torch across here. So like I said, it's light and noise discipline that's gone out now. Right. I have to be extremely careful going around here now. I would get the night vision camera out, but I don't want it lights the woods up like a Christmas tree, and I don't want to do anything yet until, you know, I'm out of this woods. And at the minute, my eyes, I know you can't see it at the minute, I'm sorry for not being able to see me, but my eyes have actually adjusted to the dark, and I can see fairly well in front of me. It's completely overcast and there's no full moon, but it's I can see where I'm going. I can see the path because there's a light track of white stones on the path, so you can actually see where you're going. But yeah, just got to be really careful around here. That's why I didn't go on that side of the reservoir. I didn't want to go past the ranger's house. I was going to go and pick up some more water, but nah, thought nah. And there is actually a light up there. Don't know what that is. We'll take a look at that when we get up there. I'll bring you back in a bit. Right guys, it looks like we've got a bit of a dilemma with things. Just that calm down a little bit, it's a bit reflective that. See that? It says ground nesting bird season, 1st of March, 31st of August. So basically, where I was going to camp has been turned into a nature reserve, and I'm not going to upset birds because they might be endangered species or whatever. So I don't know what to do, because that's where I was going to go and camp. It's dark now, and I don't particularly want to be wandering around the forest in the dark looking for a campsite. So I've got two options: go home, do a night hike, or come out of Lineker and try and find somewhere closer to home to actually camp for the night. Bit of a downer, but there's nothing you can do about it. I'm not going to go in there and disturb some birds or whatever, and you know, endangered species. It's not right, is it? So yeah, time to think of options. Hello guys, I've been walking around for hours looking for somewhere to camp, and I just came out of Lineker. I just got sick and tired of walking around in there. It's raining now. I can't find anywhere to camp. I'm gonna knock this on the head and just head home. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually do another camp tomorrow and go out and go. I'm never going to Lineker again. It's been overmanaged, to be honest with you. You get two types of woodland. You get the not managed enough to a point where it's just thick and you can't get into the actual forest, or it's overmanaged to a point where it's not a woodland anymore. And that's what's happened to Lineker. They've overmanaged it completely, Severn Trent Water, and it's just shit for camping. I know they haven't got that in mind, obviously, because wild camping in the UK is illegal and stuff like that. But it annoys me because I went to seven different woods, well, seven. You can tell I'm tired. I went to several different parts of the wood, and it was so some of it was just gone. So it was just so open. Sorry about that, guys. Thought I heard somebody. I'm actually in Homebrook Valley Park at the minute, near where I live. Just having a bit of a chill out before I go back. And I can't wait to put my feet up. My feet are absolutely killing me. I'm walking around with a full pack on my back. I must have covered about 7 or 8 miles tonight, and it just annoys me. It just annoys me when you go out to do these things, and after all that effort to like push myself to come out, and then only to be defeated by the fact that there's the wood's not there, or they've changed the nature of the wood. And I understand why they've done that. The nature reserve for the wild birds, the endangered species and that sort of thing. That's understandable. What's not understandable is destroying woodland, because that's what they've done. Fair enough, you have to like fell a few trees every few years to open the forest up, but what they've done is just completely removed the forest in parts, and it's just mismanagement, overmanagement, whatever you want to call it. And it's happening to a lot of the woodlands around here, to be honest with you. I used to go camping at a site called Beeley, just up from Hollymore side. And beautiful little wood, little stream running through it. Get your tent up in there and stuff. Gone to make way for a road that nobody's ever going to use. It's just shocking the way things are going. Everything's changing. It's not like when I was young. You could go out in the woods and have a campfire and stuff. Sounds like a motorbike. I'm gonna have to knock this on the head and just get out of here in a minute. This is not a particularly good place to be at night, put it that way. I don't particularly want any altercations tonight, because that would end off the perfect night, wouldn't it, really? So I don't even know what time it is. I've not even looked at time in ages. I know it's late. It was 10 past 10 when I was, yeah. It's now, can you see that? It's, see that? It's 11:15 at night. It's pitch black. It's overcast. It's drizzling, and there's no chance I'm going to find anywhere tonight now. So sorry guys, knocking this one on the head. Another fail, but hopefully I'll be out again tomorrow, and I'm going to head back to that little virgin silver birch forest. I'm going to go there and do a hammock camp, because I want to try this equipment out. That was the whole purpose of tonight, was to try out the new equipment
I've been wanting to try it out for ages. And once again, oh God. You know, and I think it's important to show your failures as well, because I bet there's loads of people, there's loads of stealth campers out there that probably go out and fail, but never upload the videos. You know, that these ones that you think I can, you know, they're spotless, all the videos are polished. But I think it's good to show your failures. You know, all these new people coming out doing it, who are scared of failing, you know. You've got to fail a few times when you come out. It's just the nature of things, isn't it? Things change, things don't work out the way you think they're going to work out. And rather than just stay out all night looking for somewhere to camp, you know, at the end of the day, it's best just to go home. Go home, be safe, look for another place, go out again, and try again. Try and try until you succeed, eh? So yeah, this is Dark Night Camping. Sign off. I'm rambling on because I'm tired and I'm talking shit now. So see you all in the next video.